Your son confessed to the murder, the detective said. We have him on video admitting everything. My 16-year-old couldn't kill anyone. He cried during sad commercials. Release spiders outside instead of stepping on them. I want to see that video. They showed me, Tyler, my boy, sitting in an interrogation room, exhausted, terrified, saying words that would send him to prison for life. I did it. I killed Brandon. I'm sorry. The detective paused the video. He confessed after 8 hours of questioning. It's over. 8 hours. They'd interrogated my child for 8 hours without calling me, without a lawyer present, without food or water or rest. He's a minor. You can't question him without a parent. He waived his rights. He's 16. He can't waive anything. They arrested Tyler anyway. Murder. 1. Tried as an adult. Bail denied. Brandon Mitchell had been found, beaten to death behind the school gymnasium. Tyler had argued with him 2 days earlier, over a girl. That made him the suspect. But Tyler had been with me that night. We'd watched a movie together, eaten pizza. He'd fallen asleep on the couch by 10. Brandon died at midnight, 3 miles away, while my son snored next to me. I hired a lawyer who specialized in false confessions. She watched the interrogation footage with growing horror. This is textbook coercion, she said. They used every psychological manipulation technique in the book. Sleep deprivation, lies about evidence, promises of leniency. They broke him. The detectives had told Tyler they had his DNA at the scene. They didn't. Told him witnesses saw him there. They hadn't. Told him confessing would make things easier. It wouldn't. They'd manufactured a confession from a terrified child. I became obsessed with finding the truth. Pulled Tyler's phone records. Found he'd been texting friends until 11:30 that night. From our house. Our Wi-Fi network logged. I canvassed Brandon's neighborhood. Found a security camera the police had missed. Footage showed someone entering the alley behind the gym at 11:47 p.m. Not Tyler. Someone taller, older, wearing a jacket I recognized. Coach Davis, the gym teacher. The man who'd been helping police identify student suspects. I dug into Davis's background. Found complaints from 3 previous schools. Inappropriate relationships with students. Allegations that were always quietly settled. Brandon had been dating Davis's daughter. Had recently broken up with her. Publicly. Humiliatingly. I found text messages on Brandon's phone that police had ignored. Threats from Davis. Warnings to stay away from his family. Promises of consequences. The coach had killed Brandon. Then pointed police toward Tyler to cover his tracks. I brought everything to the district attorney myself. The security footage. The phone records. The text messages. The pattern of complaints. They arrested Davis 3 days later. Found Brandon's blood on shoes he'd hidden in his garage. Found the murder weapon in a storage unit rented under a fake name. He confessed immediately. Real confession. From an actual killer. Tyler was released after 47 days in juvenile detention. 47 days surrounded by violent offenders because detectives wanted a quick closure. He hasn't been the same since. Doesn't sleep well. Doesn't trust authority. Flinches when anyone raises their voice. The detectives faced no consequences. Followed standard procedures. Did nothing technically illegal. The system that destroyed my son's innocence continued operating unchanged. We sued the police department. Not for money. For policy reform. Mandatory recording of all interrogations. Parental presence required for minors. Time limits on questioning. The settlement included all of it. Written into department guidelines. Tyler testified at the state legislature last spring. Told them what 8 hours in that room did to him. How easy it was to say anything just to make it stop. They passed a law. Tyler's law. Protecting minors from coercive interrogation techniques. He graduates next month. Accepted to college for criminal justice. Wants to become a public defender. Protect other kids from what happened to him. The nightmares are less frequent now. The flinching is fading. He's finding his way back to himself. A wrongful conviction advocacy group requested an interview. How did you prove your son's innocence? I held up the security footage that showed Coach Davis. The police had already decided Tyler was guilty. They interrogated a child until he said what they wanted to hear. I looked at the camera, but confessions aren't truth. They're words spoken under pressure. The real evidence was still out there. Someone just had to keep looking when the police stopped.